Hello, guys. Yes, I was a little bit delayed again. I was chitty chatting with my bestie boo. Sometimes I hold space for people in real life. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes. So I'm looking for some music for us today. So give me a moment. I'm just going to collect that. I'm going to save that to watch later. So let's see. Hi, Simon. Sorry. Hi, Simon. Hello, Lizzie. Hi, Morici. Buenos dias. ¿Cómo está? I just love reading your name, Faith in Christ. Yes, love that. We've got a wish for peace and light for this whole, everybody. Peace and love for today. Peace and love for today. Pura vida, Morici. Hi, guys. Mwah. Beautiful. All right, let's get some music in the background. That might be an idea. That one might be an idea. Hi, guys. We'll do some chitty chatty. We're gonna have some we're gonna have some fun. I think I want these ones. These ones are gonna rotate through, I think, a few different songs. So we'll just leave that playing there lightly in the background. Nice calming music. I'm gonna get out my deck of cards. We'll do a reading. I'm gonna plug in my phone so it doesn't die. Alrighty. You know, it's Friday. Everybody thinks Friday's a good day because for many of us, we've been conditioned in the 5-day work week. So we're really excited because it means we get some time off from work. We've been put into this society of let's, give away all of our week so we can have a couple of days on the weekend. And it can be different than that. I hope that you're learning that you can make your day, every day, a beautiful day. And then every day is just another day. We're going to use the Good Tarot today. But we are going to get the inverted messages from it. High spiritual love. You know what I didn't do yet? I didn't do the sharing. And sharing is caring. The weather here, it's actually a nice fall day. It is 12 degrees. I know you're used to, like right now, it was when I went for my morning walk. It'll probably, I think it's going to get up around 15 or so today, which isn't bad. The sun's very warm. Hi, Jacinta. I feel like that's a little loud. Hang on. It was amping up and it was getting louder. I got to do sharing though. Hang on while I share to people on TikTok, okay? Invite your friends, right? If you like me, why wouldn't they? And if they don't like me, I don't care. It's not my business. None of my business what anyone thinks about me. It's only my business what I think about myself. Because that's the important thing, right? Good morning. It's 3 in BC. We're warmer here than you are. Ooh. Ontario's warmer than BC. That's not usual. Not usual. All right, one more to share and then we're done. What are they doing to you in Alberta that you're colder than Ontario? But being that, many of us do work Monday to Friday and have Saturday and Sunday off. Hi from Niagara. I'm down a ways from you, but in Ontario as well. I hope you have a fantastic Saturday and Sunday too, Harold and Yellow. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Denise. Yeah, that's chilly. Yeah, how's Denise doing? How's Denise doing in Alberta? How cold is Alberta right now, guys? Or like northern areas? Where's Zandrian? Because Zandrian's in northern Manitoba, I believe. Them some cold spaces there for sure. Look at all these cards flying out, guys. We're gonna get quite the reading for today. I smudged my cards this morning. It's important that you care for your tools, right? This is a tool. It's a tool to channel messages. 7, but feels like 4. -5. Eek. Yeah. Oh yeah. It comes our way eventually. But I was hearing that we were going to have some nice weather next week, but we'll see. We'll see. At the end of the day, I have outside clothes and inside clothes. I go outside, walk my dog looking like fall. I come back and I jump into a sundress or shorts and a t-shirt and spend the rest of the day in shorts and a t-shirt or a sundress until I have to go back outside, and then I get back into outside clothes. Yeah, -5 to +18 tomorrow. Crazy. That's a big shift, right? All right, what else do we have for the collective today, Spirit? What do we got for this weekend energy? No, we're going to put it that way. You're right. You're right. And we'll do cards for people today. We'll definitely do some readings. Yeah, we're going to do some readings. Okay. I think we've got enough cards. Right. Hi, Jenny. How are you? Good evening. Good evening. Yeah. Yeah. If you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes or drive 5 miles, one or the other. Right. I immediately came in and threw the dress on as soon as I come back from the walk. I joke around and I say I'm like a toddler. And like I come in the house and I'm like socks off first thing, like after the shoes, the socks go. And like the sweater, like I just rip and then I'm like, nope, still too warm. Go get in a dress. Go get in another outfit. All right, I'm gonna pick up all these cards and we're gonna start to tell a story. We're gonna start to tell a story. I hope you guys have a fantastic day every day, and that you learn to not live for 2 days out of the week. Hello, Dark Till Dawn. How are you, love? Okay, let me go through these. We got the collective reading here. We're moving to some good energy, but we got some messages that we need to receive on the way there. Okay. All right. Is you got to move through these spaces. Some of us need I am some of us embrace your inner child, right? Oh, you have to have socks on or shoes on. Yeah, me, I can't, like, I have the other texture thing. I don't like my feet contained. Like I want them free. Free the feet. Free the feet. Free the toes. Give them room to breathe. Thanks, you, Simone. Okay, let's see what our messages are. We've got the King of Earth. So we are dealing with some of us are dealing with some financial. That's getting really loud again. It's like elevating. So the King of Earth can be that we're focusing too much on money, or it could be that we're experiencing a little bit of lack. But we have to be careful, okay? We have to be careful. We've got the Messenger of Air in shadow. So we're receiving messages, and I believe these messages that we are receiving are messages from our spirit team, right? But we've forgotten. How do you access your spirit team? How do they communicate to me? Right? So we're just not receiving the messages, but messages are coming in. So what are you not receiving? For some of us, there's grief that we're dealing with. Like we're really deeply ingrained in our emotions. We're, really experiencing them. And for some of us, building a home. There's a concept of empaths, right? And I say a concept of it because, to be fair, what is truth, right? And we think we know the truth until we don't know the truth anymore, and we know more truth or a different truth, right? We find out something new. So, truth, right? Truth is a challenge, and this grief. We don't want to build a home with our emotions and stay there, right? We don't want to camp out within that space, right? Try to focus and control your inner chatter. That's a good thing, right? That's a very good thing. That's actually very good advice for me, Simon. It's very good advice for me, right? So the 5 of water, sometimes there's things that we need to let go of, and be okay with letting go of those things, right? But people talk about empathy and they put this label on it, right? And they say that as an empath, some people say that as an empath, you take on other people's emotions. But you only do that if you agree to do that. You only do that if you believe that's what you do. So that's why you have to be careful about what labels or what beliefs that you have within your life, because they create your reality. So if you believe that as an empath, you take on the emotions of other people and identify yourself as that, you will be allowing those emotions to come in, right? Yeah. Because we identify with it, right? We get really tied to the identity. Who am I when I'm not this victim? Who am I without these stories? Who am I without, all of this stuff that happened to me, right? You're such a beautiful, multifaceted, multidimensional being. And it's incredible the power that you have within yourself to heal things or to change or to create or to become, right? There's so much beauty there. We have the 2 of earth, and this is the card that does talk about balancing those facets of yourself, right? And we're in this beautiful space of society where a lot of us are starting to see like the facade that's there, right? Today I was already talking about, we've been conditioned to work 5 days a week, have 2 days off. Those people who work shift work or work, weekends, they're always like, oh my God, must be nice to do a Monday to Friday, or they can't stand Monday to Fridays, right? Because it's just not fun either. So everybody just looks at it as a judgment or competition or comparison and, and things like that. But we, for the most part, have been cultured, even with the children, right? You go to school, 13 on the timer there, but you go to school Monday to Friday, you get your weekend off, it's kind of like for good behavior, right? We get turned into that. So we're now looking at that and we're like, this isn't right. We didn't come here to work and pay taxes and die. Like, we didn't come here to make other people rich by consuming things. We didn't come here to ravage the earth. We didn't come here so that some of us could have stuff while others went hungry, or we didn't come here so that we could experience these atrocities on humanity. Like, that's not what we came here for. Right? That's not the purpose. Like, that doesn't align with our soul. So we're having people that are waking up and we're starting to have that, how do you balance those facets of yourself, right? How do you balance that? And we've got as well the Queen of Air. The Queen of Air can be being a bit too aloof and not being not connecting into her emotions. So we want to be careful that we're not doing that, right? Even as a reader, anything that I do, I ask to serve God, right? I'm serving the collective with my gifts is the whole thing that I'm doing. But in doing that, I ask to serve in the highest good of the collective, right? And so there's that connection there. When we're with the, yes, Yes, it is. A less capitalistic ideal, as absolutely. And I love that. The empath will become more of an observer as opposed to reactor. You have to try to focus and so there's, and we do have to practice. Uh, every one of us has to have energetic cleansing. We have to have spiritual practices that we're doing, right? Yeah, right. Hi, Miss Gradlock. How are you? Right. We have to have good spiritual practices, but it's important that we connect our heart and our mind, right? We don't want to be too detached, although there is an element of detachment that we do have to have, right? It's that balance, right? That balance. And underwater. You'll have to think on what that is meaning for you. We also have the Three of Fire. The Three of Fire, I think for some of us, we're feeling like we don't have the skills, we don't have the talents, we don't have the knowledge, we're not as good as that person, right? Some of us might be still in that space of comparison, right? So when we and Debbie's the 20th, there's a bunch of December babies here. So this Three of Fire is usually about readiness, where we're ready, we're just waiting for that thing to arrive, and it's just about here, right? It's just about here. So that Three of Fire is just waiting at the shoreline for the perfect wave, knowing that you have all the skills and talent to ride that wave, right? So we have that energy, but for some reason we're fearful. It's like we have, like I said, comparisonitis. There is nothing to compare. You are uniquely you, and what you're meant to do, and the way that you're meant to shine, and the way that you're meant to bring your gifts forward. Even if you're a tarot reader, you'll never be the same as everybody else. Even if you're a channel, you'll never channel the same way as someone else. Even if you are a psychic medium, you're not going to experience those gifts the same as anyone else. Every construction company, they have slightly different practices. They have a different crew. They do different job. They do different work, right? So you put your essence into your work, and that changes things, right? So you don't need to worry about having comparisonitis or having that the words there, you're self-sabotaging, but it's, you have that imposter syndrome. There we go. Imposter syndrome, right? There's no need to be an imposter. What you're meant to do is be you and bring what you have to the world in the genuine way that you're meant to do it, and having fun while doing it. And your purpose has nothing to do with your money anyway. So we've got the Eight of Fire. The Eight of Fire, this is about becoming the master. So this is mastering whatever it is and then applying your essence to it. So you could come and study trauma with me, or you could study the Curate, quantum regression and integration therapy. You could study calm spaces. Let's say I had calm spaces as an education that you could then turn around and teach. If that was the trauma awareness is, not trauma awareness, sorry, Curate. Curate is a program that I teach you so that you can go and do quantum regression and integration therapy with your own clients or self. In this, when I teach you to do that, though, you're going to do it your own way. You're going to take all the education and information that I would give you in that, and then you're going to make it your own, right? The way that you say things, the journey that you take people on, the way that you relay the information, it's going to be completely different than me. So this is what this card represents, is us mastering our skills and talents and applying our essence. Okay. We've got the Page of Earth. The Page of Earth means new solid beginnings, right? These are long, like these are lengthy things. Like whatever's starting is going to have some longevity to it. There we go. It's going to last, it's going to stand the test of time. So this Page of Earth is telling us that there's newness coming in, new relationships, new career opportunities, new businesses, maybe even new opportunities that may cause people to have to move a little bit. part of what we're getting is partnerships, and these partnerships may be romantic partnerships. These could be collaborative partnerships in the way of your career, right? So this new beginning within you, understanding that you're meant to bring whatever your thing is to the world, not my thing watered down in the version that you think you can make it. You're meant to just bring your thing. So this is where we're getting to finally connect with our tribes, our soulmates. TT, we're getting to connect with people that see us. Hi, Craig. We get to rise to the level of being the emperor. The emperor could be the divine masculine. The emperor is Aries energy as well. So we've got some Aries energy in the reading, but that's, this is for the collective. So it applies to everybody, regardless of signs, because that's what I asked the message to be. I'm just noting Aries because that's what the emperor represents, but it also represents the divine masculine. So we've got mastering our abilities, knowing our worth, and letting that essence be shown. So these new beginnings are starting, and we're aligning with partnerships or relationships that are really healthy and fulfilling. And we get to step into that space of the emperor, where we know that, we're the leader, or in this sense, we could even be aligning, if you look at it as a relationship, with our divine masculine. But I see that as us becoming the emperor. We are aligning with our soul tribe. That's what the Three of Waters is indicating. TT, the Three of Waters is this is our abundance. This is our collective. We're connecting with the people that will see us for who we are, that connect with us on a very deep and profound level, that we don't have to be anybody else with, right? It's just beautiful. And guess what the last card is? It's the Star. It's literally the energy manifested, dreams coming true, and it also represents Aquarius. So if you're Aquarius, this reading may align with you a little bit more. But like I said, I asked for the collective, not for signs specific, right? But yeah, fixing that can be a big part of it too. When we can fix the relationship communication issues and building new relationship that's healthier. But this is just beautiful energy to go from, this space here into this space here. Aw, Carol, that's so cute. That is the cutest one I've seen. Oh my goodness. We can all be who we are with Tanya. That's what Simone says. I trust Simone. I trust. Getting my hair caught in the cards. So I have cards today. We have the Good Tarot because I like the cute little messages that they have, but the messages are all channeled anyway, right? I love you, Chief White Buffalo. The messages are going to come with as much love and compassion as I can anyway, but I will pull some cards for you guys. Oh, I'm glad that you're getting back on your feet, Craig. I wish you well. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you, Chief. All righty. So who would like a reading for the weekend? We don't have to give, I'm here, generosity of spirit. If you want, good. I'm glad. All right. We're going to start with Carol. I will prioritize subscribers, though, just to let you know, but there's no, I just let my guides direct me to who to pick. Okay. All righty, Carol. First card out is the Four of Earth. The Four of Earth is that the card that typically talks about how it's just a really stable time. Okay. And you have all your needs are met. There's no difficulties or anything like that. Your needs are met. It may not be the time in which it's really flourishing, right? The messenger of earth is there as well, but in the shadow. So there's messages that you're receiving, and I really honestly believe you're meant to receive these messages by connecting with Mother Earth, like communicating with the trees, or grounding by putting your feet on the earth, listening to the sounds in nature. Like, are you picking up messages from the wind? Right, like that kind of energy coming in. There's messages that are coming, but you're not catching them, but you are on this point of completion. So there's this cycle that you're going through, this cycle of completion, and I think that this is like, it's the message that you need to hear that's going to wake you up and go, okay, that's what I need to do. I need to open myself up to start hearing messages from spirit through nature, right? And when you're doing that, you're going to be connecting on an emotional level. So it's important for you to remember to sit with yourself emotionally when you're connecting with the trees, so that you can feel what the message is that they're giving you. Sometimes the trees will, they'll take you on a journey. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's fun. All right, what else do we have for Carol? Magical gateway. Oh my God, my friend. Oh my God. This is beautiful. Look, I'm trying to get that hair, but it will not leave me. Anyway, we're back up there. Magical gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown, yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. And you just changed your name, Carol? I can't say, like, I just, you can feel it, right? The music stopped. The music stopped. Oh, another thing. Yesterday, I put up a video in the Divine Feminine Healing Collective. It was the energy check-in and the energy check-in. Yeah, see the stargazing card as well. So stargazing, when you gaze at the stars, you give yourself fairy focus. Your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. Do you go outside at night and stargaze? I hope you do. The music's back on. Good. This is beautiful. And then finally, wisdom. Wisdom's coming in, my friend. And look at it again, communing with nature, right? The owl. You're going to start seeing owls as like as a message, right? Like that's your like right path, owl. Have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. So your wisdom is what's going to teach you or show you the way in which to move forward, so that you're doing it with the most compassion for yourself. Hi, Falcone. How are you? We got all of our ones. Like, holy, what did that do to me? Moving a lot of energy. Fun for sure. That video, the video in the Divine Feminine, the journey in that video. Oh my gosh. You got to go do it, Carol. You got to go do it. I take you into the garden. Hi, Kim. How are you? I take you into the garden of your mind, where you have buried a treasure and the roots of a tree. And you dig up the treasure, and it's the gift that you put away when you were a child because it either scared you or you weren't ready to open it yet. You're going to open up. It's going to activate you big time. I feel it. Like, I feel my third eye opening just telling you about it. Hi, Xandrian. I hope you're warm this morning, and if not, I'm sending you warm, squishy hugs up there. Yeah. Everybody needs to watch it. But when I'm talking, like, just because of Carol being the one that I was giving the reading to, I can feel how it's going to affect her. I think that's, yeah. So anyone in the Divine Feminine, make sure you go in and you do that recording. Yay, I'm so happy it's bright and sunny for you there. Okay, so who am I gonna, Craig, are you still here, love? Are you still here? I'm gonna pull cards for Craig. This is gonna be so cool. Craig, are you still here, my love? Hi, Warrior Crystals. Hello. That's the Denise that that's the Denise that got me to come to your site. I was telling them all about you, Denise. All right, is Craig there? I'm hoping he didn't leave. Let me check the names. No. You might get something nice because I Alrighty, Erica. Erica, what does Eric? Whoa, Erica needs to hear some things right away. Okay. Erica, what are you afraid to do? What are you afraid to do? We're always manifesting, Michael, always manifesting. Some of us are doing it consciously. Everybody's doing it unconsciously. Yeah. Your reading is all about that. One, there's like, you need to be clear with your emotions, right? Like validate your emotions. It was 111 and then 11 and then 3113. Yeah, it's just, right. So this is allowing, don't call yourself an anxious person because you're owning that, right? So we want to look at the language that we're using. And I am followed by anything is some of the most powerful language that you can use towards yourself, right? Whatever you follow I am with, you're owning. So we don't want to own that, right? We maybe can say that at different times we experience anxiety, or that we're working to alleviate our anxiety. Right. And there's many different ways that we can do that. One thing, always look at your diet. There are many foods that we ingest that mimic anxiety, red dye, aspartame, things like that. So always look at diet and environment as well. If you're in an environment where somebody's making you scared or somebody's kind of always pointing out the negative, then, and they're in a negative energy and you're sharing space with them, sleeping in the same bed, your energy is mingling together and you're going to be potentially picking up their energy from other people. Right. And the other part of looking at the fear, the lack, all the stuff that's not going right, what's negative in life. A lot of times our social media feeds get filled with negativity, or we're watching news, media, dramas, horrors, fighting, gross violence, gross, stuff like that on TV. And if we've experienced, had traumatic experiences in our life, then we are oftentimes in fight or flight, and it'll be important for us to do work with that so that we can step out of those spaces. So do stick around, Emo Girl, please, because I think that you can benefit a lot from being here. I am a reader channel. I call myself a channel because I'm channeling messages from spirit in a variety of ways. The cards are a medium that I use to relay these messages. But sometimes I give the messages without it, and sometimes I channel light language and other stuff as well. But my specialty is trauma and mental health, and that was through my own lived experience with trauma and healing said trauma. I, at one point, had quite the list of diagnoses that the medical profession felt they could throw on me with all those acronyms. And I currently have none and no medications. And I love my life and I love myself. So it's moving from there to here, right? And moving through that. So in the tarot cards that you got is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is about spirituality. The Hierophant, she is one of the most spiritual, it's one of the most spiritual cards, and it talks about an awakening or enlightenment. But in this case, because it's suppressed, it may be that you're maybe you need guidance. I feel like you need guidance, that you need someone to help you on your journey, that you're looking for, whether it's a spiritual teacher or a healer or somebody who is just someone that maybe is a few steps ahead of you, that has a little more, like, some information, like a kind of like a big sister. Um, because you're meant to do some stuff. Like, you've got the Queen of Water, and you've also got the Six of Fire in shadow. The Six of Fire is the badass success card, and the Six of Fire, like, these cards as well, they're very intuitive cards, right? So this is about badass success and being a leader, but being afraid to step into your spotlight. So you could be dealing with some imposter syndrome. This one in the shadow, while she is like the Queen of Water, and she's very aware of her emotions, she's emotionally mature, she's compassionate, she's wise, she's intuitive, she's very connected that way. She's also a leader. And then you have the Hierophant, which is the spiritual, like, enlightened, person. So she's, this is that joy, this just beautiful energy. So you're meant to be very, like, you are very intuitive, but you're blocking yourself. And that intuitiveness, or the gifts that you have, I believe, are something that could help you be successful, right? Yeah. Yeah, and that's yeah. No, I mean, you need a good big sissy. You need a good big sister. Um, yeah. So the fairies that are coming out, they're asking you to look in a book. This is a really beautiful way to get a message from spirit. What you do is you get a book that's near you, you hold it to your chest, and you think about the question that you need to ask. So let's say the question that I wanted to know was, how can I connect more fully with my spirit guides? So I'm just holding the book and I'm thinking about the question. I'm allowing myself to be guided to whatever page that I need to read. And I'm even doing so much as to scroll my finger down the text and go to a spot in the actual paragraph, thinking about that question. And as I go to it, you may not realize it, but your aura is always sharing information with you. You know, when you walk into a room and feel there's a weird vibe, or when you're speaking to someone and they absolutely drain you, that's your aura giving you information that the environment or energy you are exposed to is not in alignment with where you are at or how you want to feel. So for me to connect with my, right? Don't say I'm an empath unless you want to call on all of what the empath is, right? You want to be careful with that. Just to be fair, right? We have to be careful with that. So look in a book. That's what it's asking you to do, to check for messages, for some clarity to help you move through this. We've got the light fairy coming in. The light fairy is coming to shed love and light onto your current situation and remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. So if we can come to acceptance with where we are in life, and that the experiences that we had brought us here for a reason, allow ourselves to just express the emotions that we did not have, right? Say I'm working on, so when you're around somebody else, you just need to discernment, and just ask yourself, when you're around other people and you start feeling differently, ask yourself, is this mine? Right? Is this mine? And then learn to distinguish that it's not, and then allow yourself to let go of it. Okay, it's not mine, I release it. Right? That's all you have to do. Every one of us, when we are really in tuned with our spiritual gifts, when we are really, when we practice spirituality on a regular basis, or we're very intuitive and stuff, one of the biggest things that we do is sense the energy around us. Women are more in tune to energy, but that doesn't mean that, like, a truly awakened and unheightened masculine can really be a powerhouse spiritually, right? Because they ground into the earth as well. So when we're doing, when we're embodying our spirituality, all of us are keenly aware of the energies that are around us. And in doing so, that's what allows you to discern that information in a variety of ways. So every PSI, every person, is that what you mean with the PSI? Or every psych I've ever met has told me. Yeah, but it's the whole empath stuff, right? Like, I would rather say I have empathy, or I am tuned to emotions. right? So it's just really like you're going in and you're sensing all the energies that are around you. So you're highly intuitive to the energies that you're around, and you need to learn practices to separate your energy from other people's energies and to not receive that into you, right? So when you receive that energy, just that's not mine. I don't need to receive that. I don't need to receive that. Right? It's not mine. And then calling your power back to you as well. You interact with all these different energies, and sometimes like little bits of your energy get left behind or get, caught in experiences and stuff. So call your energy back as well. All right. What's the last card that we're going to get for Emo Girl? Right, we have to think about the way that we identify ourselves too, and why we're identifying ourselves in that way. You got the transformation fairy that came out, and she's telling you to surrender to a transformation in your life that's high. That is, she needs to come to the collective. She does. I agree with you, Denise. It's happening for your highest good. So it may not feel like it's for your highest good, but it is. And embrace your transformation, because the best is meant to come, right? The best is yet to come. Right, it's on its way. Alrighty, who else for reading? We had a few people. I'm going to see where my guide asks me to go next. And if you're on YouTube, you can get a reading as well. Okay, we've got Rianne asking for reading. Sophie, Kim, Dawn Till Dark. Haven't picked yet, Spirit. She needs to come, right? As soon as she came in, she's like, yep, she needs to come. Everybody needs to come. It's the best collective ever. We have so much fun there, and the growth that we're experiencing, and the connections we're building is phenomenal. Kim. What does Kim need to hear, Spirit? So Kim, you're needing a perspective shift. You've got the Hanged Man coming out. So there's something that you might be being made aware of. You also have the Ace of Fire. The Ace of Fire is the concept of taking inspired action, right? Or taking action. If it's the ace, it's the beginning, right? And so you're not taking action. You maybe feel like you're in a bit of a stuck spot right now, but you need to work on your. Oh, the sound was weird that was coming. It is. Yes. And the Empress energy in the Shadow Seer. You're not really feeling maybe creative or abundant or inspired right now with that. There may be some temptations that are about, right? There's some temptations that are about, and this one is saying that about being in denial about an unhealthy habit, perhaps one that makes you feel guilty. This fairy says you have the power to overcome temptation, whatever it is. So yeah, I was saying it's a relationship thing. It is a relationship thing. You're keeping yourself stuck in that space. And while you're keeping yourself stuck in that space, it's a codependency is what I'm feeling from that. Right. You're going to find there the best things that are for you are still coming for you. Right. The things that are meant for you are still going to come. You are going to flourish in spite of how you feel in this moment. The Lotus Flower Fairy tells you to learn from your experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life and for others. And then we've got music. So music is going to be speaking to you. Some of our guides like to speak through music. So you might hear a song in your mind and it start running, and then you're like, wait a second, what does this mean? Right? So if you start all of a sudden saying I got up one day and I was like, love is in the air, do, 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 love is in the air. And I just kept like, for whatever reason, I'm like, why is that in my mind? And I think, I was at that point, I channeled a message for the collective that was really focused on love. Our guides speak to us in a variety of different ways. They don't all communicate to us auditorily or visually or, through our senses. Some of our guides talk to us through numbers and symbols, and some of our guides talk to us through music because it's the way that they can communicate with us. Okay? All righty, you guys need to support me. Tap the screen, do whatever you can on your side while I'm doing what I can on my side in service of you guys. I love you. And if you want to hang out more with me, you should really consider joining the Mind, Body, Spirit Healthy Collective. It is $8.88. Yeah. Listen to the music. The music is going to show you the way. Okay. The music is going to show you the way. Like it'll just give you inspiration or insight, right? It can give you clarity. Listen to, even ask your guides, can you please send me a sign by, like by the next song that I turn on the radio, like that kind of thing. Can I get information about this question or whatever? And can you send me a song? And then, whether you turn it on the radio or you get the lyrics in your head or somebody sends you a song or something, that's the way that you're going to get it. So what I do, Sophie, is right now I've been doing 6 cards. For some reason today you're getting 3 and 3. I just let my guides just determine who I'm going to pick for a reading. And so it's open now, whoever wants a reading. I am going to pull for Sophie, though. I was going to pull for you after Kim, but if you want a card, just let me know. There's a new beginning coming in for you, Sophie, and the new beginning could be in finances. You need to get, this is interesting. You have 2 pages, okay? You have 2 pages. You have the page of fire and you have the page of water. The page of water, this is just a beautiful image. This is about embracing that beautiful inner child. But this is also that pages represent newness, but newness in a new level of newness. And this is usually with emotions. So this is where, like, I think you're holding on to some old emotions that you benefit from letting go of. Validate those emotions. The page of fire is, you're going to be taking new inspired action. So get clear with your emotions and make sure that you let go of anything that doesn't serve you, where it is emotionally. And don't hesitate to take those new beginnings. Just make sure that it's in alignment with your desires. And whatever it is, like this new Ace of Earth is also about new beginnings, but new financial beginnings or a new level of self-worth. That's what is coming in, is that new level of self-worth, which is going to be really helpful. I think that in, whatever new relationships may be coming in, as you deepen your level of self-worth, the authenticity or depth of those relationships is going to be even better. We've got find a balance. The find a balance card is just asking you to find a balance between work, rest, and playtime. You are not supposed to be a human doing, you're a human being. So sometimes having fun and playing is the best way to get inspiration. And we also need to make sure that we're getting rest. Another new beginning card. So another clarification another confirmation, that there is a new beginning coming in. And this could be a birth. This could be a birth of an idea, or it could actually be a birth of a baby. Okay, so new beginnings are coming in. And like I said, it could be the birth of a new idea, or it could be the birth of a actual baby. Whichever it is, you want to nurture the idea as you would a baby if it's a new idea. And then finally, we've got believe in magic. And every one of us should believe in magic. And just open your eyes, see the magic that's around you. The fairy of the northern light says that you are a part of nature and that you are magical too. So to remember that. Okay, Sophie? That's your reading. All righty, Denise. You're always manifesting. What does Denise need to hear for this weekend, Spirit? Okay, what is Denise's message today for the weekend? I got a good message for Denise. What does Denise need to hear right now? All righty. Well, the Page of Waters decided to come back out again, catching all of the cards, but also the Seven of Earth and the Shadow. I think that there's something with the Seven of Earth that's giving me the vibes. Like it's usually the putting in a lot of work for little results of your labor. But I think that you're tired of the amount of work that you're putting in because it's not fulfilling you, and there's a new beginning coming. This new beginning is going to be so fulfilling for you emotionally. It's just absolutely beautiful. It's like, why am I putting in all this effort and this work for this space that doesn't even like spark joy in me anymore? Like, why am I here? That's the energy that Seven of Earth is giving. And then the Page of Water, like she's coming in just dancing and she's just having fun. The Nine of Water, so this is your Nine of Cups. This is the one like energy manifested. Well, until we walk away from what isn't working for us, we can't open ourselves up to what is. So that's the delay. You have to make the choice. There will be a grieving process, right? As you're walking away from something that you've done for a while and changing, there will be a grief process that you go through because it's a change of the identity or it's a change of stability. Know that you are protected. You're surrounded by fairies of protection. And oh my goodness, look at, you are really protected. So the fairies of protection are shielding you with magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking on any spiritual work. And protect your dreams. You are the guardian of your precious dreams, and they are safe in your care. Keep them close to your heart until you're ready to release them. What else does Denise need to hear, fairies? What else does Denise need to hear? I was like, if it says protection again, I'm just going to be like, really? Magical blessings. Look at your sisterhood, your circle. You found your tribe. Look at that beautiful sisterhood circle. Magical blessings. Whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. Hi, would you like to have a conversation? I'm not sure why you're yelling witchcraft or why witchcraft was put in the chat all uppercase. But I'm open to have conversation if you want to sit down and have a dialogue. Okay. All righty. Who's next for a card? Who's next for a card? Yeah, I'm just curious. I'm waiting, but I mean, sometimes people don't want to have conversations. They just want to spew hate or whatever. All right. Hi, Alonso. Hi, Rianne. I'm going to pull for Rianne. Rianne. Okay. Cry the white. What does Rianne? Yeah, I'm like, I send all my messages with love. And I was saying to my friend this morning, unless it's somebody that comes in and does something like in my live. And at that point, then they will get the spicy Tanya. But otherwise you get the nice Tanya. You get the loving, compassionate. I'm here to send the messages, that spirit is relaying through this medium. That's it. That's all. I'm just relaying messages for you. But when people come in and they do it in like that kind of negative way, then I'm just like, Thank you. Thank you. All right, Rianne. Woo, Rianne, Justice is coming in. I saw her fly out of the deck. She was just, wow. Lady Justice. So that could be Libra in the reading. We've got the 2 of fire and we've got the 3 of water. Were you cheated on? Yes, we all deserve respect. Oh, I love you, Natasha. Okay. I was like, there's something like this is like, and so you need to make a choice between your comfort zone, but justice is coming in. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about that. Justice is coming. Please stay here with us, Rianne. Please follow me. I talk all the time about how I don't just, I'm a trauma specialist. I help with mental health, with all of that. I've experienced a ton of stuff. So you've got this choice that you're going to have to make, this choice between your comfort zone, and it could actually be moving. Do you just follow where your heart feels like the space is right? Okay, so please stay here. I'm going to see what the other cards are from or join our collective too. That's always an invitation for everyone. We've got ask for help. Okay, you have to ask your guides for help for one, right? You're going to ask your spirit team or the angels for help. So angels are celestial beings who protect everyone, and the fairies say now is the time for you to ask for angelic assistance. Confirmation, by the way. Your guides want you to talk to them. And you've got hope on the horizon. Okay, so the fairy of hope. Hope is always there, even if we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. Thank you. Thank you. What else, fairies? What else do we have for Rianne? Oh, you've got the fairies of protection as well. Sometimes it seems like something has happened and it's bad, but that's just redirection, and the redirection is protection. So allow that to happen. And you got the magical blessings as well. They want it to come out together. Like, this is just beautiful energy. Ask for hope. There's help. Ask for help. There's hope on the horizon. Justice is coming. You are protected, and magical blessings are on the way. You may actually need to move though. There may be like moving, like, or traveling. That is a part of that choice that you need to make. Okay. Thank you. All right. Who's next for a card? I might have to go and come back briefly. Like, I might have to go for a brief moment. Sending you so much love. Is that your little guy? It looks so cute. I love your little picture. Hi. All right. Who's next for a card? Who's next for a card? Yeah, we're building a beautiful collective of individuals who are wanting to be supportive of one another and raise the vibration of the collective through themselves. It's a very beautiful thing. Yes, you don't need hope if you have faith. Yes, yes. I love it. All righty. Rejoice. As a subscriber, I'm going to pull cards for you, okay? And please engage with the live. Do remember that this is that one of the things that I do want to make sure that everyone's aware of is this is my company. I'm not just on here. I have an entire company. You can go to my website. It's linked in my profile. And I am helping raise the vibration of the collective. I channel messages. I am an author. I am a speaker. I was a nurse for over 20 years. I retired and opened my own company because the current healthcare system is more sick care than health care. And I couldn't stand being a part of that when I knew that we could actually really help people be healthy. No, it's okay. I'll pull for you next, Dark Till Dawn. Right. So I opened my own company, and I was mainly focused in trauma in healing the mind, body, and spirit, like healing your trauma through mind, body, and spiritual practices. But I have expanded so much from them, from where I was back then, especially with the spirituality. All righty, rejoice, rejoice. We have transformation and call, and we also have the Seven of Water. The Seven of Water is also the Seven of Cups, and that is about like having a whole bunch of options, and choices that are available to you. The problem is what I'm seeing with the cards is that the call and transformation are in the shadow, which means that you're not allowing yourself to go through the transformation, or you're not allowing yourself to answer the call. Okay, so there's something like that you're not embodying your full self. Like you're not allowing yourself, your whole true self, to come out. When you answer the call, right, when you embody who you truly are, when you allow yourself to embody that, to do the full transformation and answer the call of why you came here, right? When you make those choices, you've got friendship, you've got abundance coming in, and something that was lost, you're going to find. Okay, so lost and found. What was once lost is about to be found, thanks to the lost and found fairy. Sometimes she can help us find things we never even realized were lost. This could be something like a lost gift, as in a spiritual gift. Okay, so it's like a spiritual gift is missing. So you guys need to interact with my live, whether you're interacting through likes, through gifts, through whatever. Because the way that you guys interact is that when you guys give in the live, right? When you guys give in the live, it pushes the live up the For You page. So you have to answer the call. You've got gifts coming in. Right. And so the fairies are going to help you figure that out, what those gifts are, and embody them. Embody your true self. You're meant to shine. And when you do, then everything aligns. Right. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay. Dark till dawn. What does dark till dawn need to hear on this beautiful Friday? You can always join us in the Mind, Body, Spirit Healthy Collective. And hi, Chexie. I saw you come in. Wow. They're flying out. We've got the interesting. So we have somebody who's a little bit afraid to maybe. Are you afraid of success? So we've got the Three of Air, which is the Three of Swords. So there's this grieving process that I see that you're experiencing. We've also got the Three of Fire, but the Three of Fire and Shadow. So the 2 threes coming out together here. So there's the grieving, something that's lost, which is okay, right? There's a silver lining that's coming in. And that's, I think that it's shaken your worth. Like it's shaken the foundations. You used to be the person that, knew that, you anticipated the good, or you expected, you knew you were worthy, like you felt worthy. And so this is your worth is kind of just lowered because of that. So, and this is because of someone else. Like you need to remember what makes you shine. Because this has stopped you from stepping forward. It's almost like you feel like you've got to withdraw yourself because, that lack of self-worth that's coming out because of those cards. Let's see what our fairies got to say about this. You do have protection. Sometimes what was lost is actually a redirection to protect you. If we didn't, if things didn't shift the way that they did, if that relationship worked out, then you wouldn't necessarily maybe have done what you were supposed to do, right? You wouldn't reach the heights that you were meant to because they were holding you back from being your true self and from, shining. Right? Sometimes, like when you think about the energy that you're bringing to the world, like your energy is your currency, and that's your attention is, what everyone's trying to covet. And if they are taking your energy or your attention, then that energy or attention can't be used to shine in the way that it needs to be shined, or the energy can't be used in the way that you're meant to use the energy because it's being given to them. Sometimes when we walk away from somebody, we'll all of a sudden, after we call our power back and do like a cord unhooking, We realized that our life energy was attached to someone else, and that was what the shine was. They were so bright because your energy was lifting them, right? That's your life energy was making them seem even better, right? Hope's on the horizon. Things are changing, right? Things are changing. Peace is coming in. Everything's going to be beautiful. Do those cord cuttings though, like that's coming in really strong. And I'm seeing like do an actual candle, a candle cord burning ceremony. We're still in the full moon phase until the 1st of November. So you've got time to do that now, to clear that and call your energy back. Do even an energetic unhooking as well, because it's like they're making your light dimmer, and that's not, we don't want that. We want you to shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Alrighty, let's see who's next for a card. The music stopped again. You're welcome. Love to you, friend. Love to you. And you know what? I'm going to have some tea. Oh, Natasha. I feel like we could go through we could go into a really deep conversation, right? What is your son doing for himself? Okay. And the only thing that you can do anything for is you. Okay. I love you. Hi, Tanya. Nice name. And good morning, Mel. How are you? Okay. So I'll do a reading for you, not for your son, right? I'm going to ask Spirit what the message is that you need to hear. Okay. Okay. Right away, the Six of Air is coming out. The Six of Air is about a rite of passage. It's about a transition that needs to occur. I'm a mom and I understand, and my heart goes out to everyone that's a mom or a dad where their children are going through something or experiencing something that we so desperately want to protect them from. But what ends up happening when we do things to take care of our kids and don't allow them to step up to the plate for themselves is we build what's called paper bridges. You know, they might get across it like momentarily, but it's not really stable. And they didn't build it themselves either. So it's just going to fall down at some point. And, you know, sometimes when the results come from it, hi, Flory, love you, good morning. And sometimes when we fall down, it's even harder and harder, right? So sometimes it's better for us to allow our children to kind of have theirs. Yeah. So the best thing that we can do for our children is always hold them and see them in the most beautiful light, right? Because if what you focus on grows, if you focus on worry, or you focus on things that are scarce in their life, or you focus on things that aren't going right for them, or health concerns, relationship issues, you're putting your focus on the negative energy that's in their lives, which is going to create more of that. So the better thing that we can do is see them healthy, healed, whole, abundant in these beautiful spaces, right? And allow them the ability to transition or go through the journey that they're on. Allow them to do that with knowing that we're there for them emotionally. We're there for them if they need us, but we can't save them. We can only save ourselves. Okay. Let's see what else is coming out. But yes, energy flows where your attention goes. Okay. Alrighty. What else does Natasha need to hear? Alrighty. So we've got the Three of Water. This is about meeting your collective. This is about meeting your soul tribes. This is connecting with those friends and those people that get you on a much deeper level, right? A much deeper level. And we've got the Messenger of Air, but in the shadow. So I feel like your guides are trying to communicate with you, but you're missing the signs. And what's coming up really is that, feathers. You're probably, I bet you see feathers quite frequently. And I'm seeing like white feathers, and you need to be paying attention to when you're seeing the feathers. What are you thinking about, or what is going on when you interact with the feathers? So they're trying to convey messages, but you're not hearing the message, or somebody's delivering messages that you're not hearing. The last feather was black. Beautiful. Music is another way that they're trying to connect with you. Again, the friendship fairy. So lean on your friends for support. Know that you're meeting your beautiful soul family, soul tribe. They're there to help you and support you. And as well, make sure that you protect your dreams. So sometimes the things that we are hoping for, it's best kept held close to our chest, because let's say your son was battling addiction, and you were hoping for and you were planning, I just see it in the best light. I see him healthy. I see him whole. And you say that to somebody, and they turn to you and say, yeah, but once an addict, always an addict, right? Like they could easily go in and just try to tear you down. And that's not what we want, right? Love you, sweetheart. Right? That's you want to 40. We hit 40, guys. I wasn't even paying attention, but we got 40 people in the live all at once. Good morning, Tam. How are you? So that's why we got to protect our stuff, is because sometimes when we share it with people, they just try to tear it down, or they make us doubt what we're doing and stuff like that. So just keep those things close to your chest, and don't allow anyone to like take you away from that. Lean on your friends. They are there to support you. You may have to ask for help, but that's okay. Ask for help. They're there to give it to you. Okay. And look at the signs that you're receiving. 11:11 on the time there, because it was 111.01. So 11:11. All righty. Who's next for a reading? And good morning, my beautiful sister. Valdane would like a card. Spiritual Love as a subscriber, and she is a subscriber. I'm going to pull for her. I know she's got to run for the weekend. What does Spiritual Love need to hear, Spirit? Can I get a good message for her, please? All righty. We've got the Queen of Fire. The Queen of Fire suppressed, though. So what are you doing, love? The Nine of Fire. You're feeling like you're not even... Like, why are you losing your determination? You got to answer the call, love and light, magic, fairy dust. Love to you. I did do a reading from another day, though, but not. Yes. It happens like that, right? I love that. So we've got the Queen of Fire. The Queen of Fire can be that, like, just being a bit fiery emotionally. The Queen of Fire, she's the taking inspired action. So I feel like you're really like, you're really not, maybe, Simon, you might get a read from Denise, spiritual warrior for the spiritual warrior, right? The connection of the spiritual warrior for the spiritual warrior. So this Queen of Fire, like, I feel like what's pushed you away from your goals? What's pushed you away from, like, this is answering the call with badass success, like being you. This is like losing determination towards the goal. And, this is like both of these being in the fire, that's your inspired action. Like, there's a lot of fire here with the three of them. So why are you losing hope? Like, what is it that's not going right? What is it that you're seeing as not working out? What is it that's, like, where's your energy? Like, why are you allowing your energy to be toiled with by other people, is the message that the guides are asking, right? Why are you allowing other people to take you off your path, or make you feel weak, or make you feel like you can't do it? The Fairy Queen of Light comes to shed love and light on your current situation, and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. There's a celebration card coming in as well. So there is going to be something to celebrate. And there is, because you're going to, whatever this energy is at the beginning of this, you are going to, like, I'm going to read you. I want to check in on the one message of this. So the Queen of Fire in the upright, right, would be creative collaborations, soul connections, passion inspired by spirit and artist. So you're suppressing something, that some creativity that you have. You're like, you're suppressing that. The Nine of Fire is about caution, uncertainty, reevaluating. So there's like, so you're really pausing. You're really like, it's like, so what is it that's got you not answering your call to be you and standing in your spotlight so that you can get the success that you're meant to have? It's a good question for the weekend, girlfriend. Good question. But you're going to get the answer. You're going to get the answer. Clarity is coming in. Clarity is coming in. So I guess you get to sit and meditate a little bit. Procrastinating. Not taking inspired action. Not taking action. Not taking action. And you're that fiery queen. You're the fiery queen. Like, step up. Step up. You got this. You got this. Alrighty. Love you. Hi, Magic Fairy Dust. Alrighty. So, who's next for a card? Put down those ones and go to the next one. We're at noon here. We'll go to about 12:30, and then we're going to go into the into the Mind, Body, Spirit Healthy Collective. If you're not a part of that, you really should be. It's amazing. Okay. Oh, that's what I want, is a piece of tea. Beat the tea. All righty. Marguerite. What does Marguerite need to hear today, Spirit? And the angels are with us. Marguerite. What does Marguerite need for a message today, Spirit? What do we need for a message from Marguerite? So the Three of Fire means that what you are prepared and ready for the next stage, or for what it is that you're manifesting, right? That you have the skills, you have the knowledge, you have the ability for whatever's coming in. It's just you're merely waiting. So it's like just waiting for the opportunity, for the right thing, right? That's the energy of that Three of Fire. That's too many cards, Spirit. Can I get another card can I get some more cards for Marguerite, please? One more message. You are going through a transformation at this time, and transformations can be challenging. The transformation card is very similar to death and rebirth. You got the skills to pay the bills. You absolutely do. I like it. I like it. So transformations can feel like the rugs being ripped out from underneath of us, and it can be very disarming. If you have a spontaneous, like if you wake up really fast and you're not aware or prepared for it, it can actually cause a psychological break. Even some of the tools that we use, which can be helpful for some people, like some people will do an ayahuasca thing, and then they it blows their mind. So that, anyway, this transformation is happening. But the King of Water, this is that, like, he does not let people mess with his energy. He is emotionally mature, and it's beautiful. So that's how you test in your boundaries, right? Your boundaries are only as good as you are at applying them. Right? A boundary. I used to say this in nursing. So I was the director of nursing and managed a hospital, and we were putting policies and procedures in play and especially harassment policies. I used to say at all the meetings, like the department supervisor and senior management meetings, the policy is only as good as the paper that it's written on if no one's enforcing it. So if we have a harassment policy, we have to enforce it. Otherwise, we might as well just burn the freaking paper. It's the way that it is, right? So, hello. So you've got the light angel coming out. She is shedding light and love on your current situation, and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. You've got the manifestation fairy coming in. Be very honest and clear about what you want to manifest in your life and write it down on paper. And then finally, the journey card. So the journey card, it's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. So there is this transformation that's happening, and that transformation could be actually within traveling or moving to a new location. Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome. All righty. Hi, Anita. How are you? Sometimes, but not necessarily. I think it's whatever. Like if you have not done your any shadow work, if you haven't, and some people have an issue with calling it shadow work, but it's the terminology that people are familiar with. So the shadow are the parts of you that you shun away. I've had parts of myself that through my traumas and the way that my child mind was, it interpreted the trauma incorrectly. So I shamed me as opposed to the adult who should have known better. That little girl, I locked away in a little part in my mind because she was dirty, she was bad, she was all of these things, right? And so that's shame. And if you haven't done any of that work, or you haven't worked on any of your traumas or any of that stuff, doing things like ayahuasca or any hallucinogens can have very, very unpredictable results, right? Especially if you don't have any soothing techniques and stuff like that. That's why, people, like, there is a whole process. Like if you're doing true ayahuasca ceremony, there is going to be a whole process. Like there's a cleansing and there's all of those things. Yeah, maybe you're meant to join us in our collective. And thank you, Jenny. Okay, so who's next for a card? Who's next for a card? Hi. Great, Heather. Sorry, healer. Great healer. Oh, I love you, Velma. All right, great healer. What does Lily need to hear? Whoa, Lily, that was popped over and just sat right down on the top. So you need to hear that. The 4 of Fire. Okay, we need a little less cards here. So the 4 of Fire is the 4 of Wands. So there's something that you're going to be celebrating. It might not feel like that right now. I think that right now it maybe feels like money isn't where it needs to be. Hi, Jadel. Thank you for that. That you may not be financially where you want to be or spiritually where you want to be. And it could be because it's not really where you want to be. Maybe it's where somebody else wants to be, or what somebody else's measure of success is. But either way, this to me is there just needs to be a little bit of clarity, right? There just needs to be a little bit of clarity. There could be collaborations coming in. The 5 of Fire can sometimes indicate a collaboration rather than a conflict. And sometimes, it's not a bad thing that other people push you to succeed or to experience these things. But the four of fire is our lovely 1111 card, which is just beautiful. Thank you for subscribing, Gino. Thank you. So let's see what our fairies have to say on all of this fiery energy, right? For some of us, it's about making sure that we are doing the spiritual work. Sometimes we get so focused on the money that we stop paying attention to the fact that our spirit needs to be considered into this equation. Sometimes we get locked up because of the whole being in the matrix, right? We have to exist within society, but we also have these spiritual gifts, and we see the way that the world can be. This whole, there's a healthier way to live. There's a healthier way to be. There's these beautiful gifts that we have. You can heal, I can heal, every one of us, all of those things, right? So the angel cards that are coming out is, the first one is hidden depths. So something hidden is about to come to light, perhaps a secret or memory at the back of your mind. When we expose what's hidden, we can become free. Okay. Hi, Mr. Pebbles. I see Mr. Pebbles wants to have a conversation too. So Mr. Pebbles, he's asked, he says, and people believe you in this stuff? Yes, they do, sir. Yes, they do. Do you want to have a conversation about that? Because I'm open to hear other people's perspectives and to have a conversation. Okay. Okay, so the other the other fairies that came out for you, Lily, is the purity one. So always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within you, you will find the answer to your question. And solitude. What's one born every minute? What's one born every minute? Because I'm starting to. So the energy that I'm getting from you is the energy of somebody who, is in a more negative state within their lives, right? So you think that I'm preying upon gullible people because I'm giving messages and using cards as a medium, but you choose to spend your valuable, precious life and the breaths that you have between one moment to the next to come into somebody's feed that you don't know and say negative things to that person, right? So who's really the person that needs help in this situation, right? Yes, there really truly is one asshole born every moment, right? So thank you, Mr. Pebbles, for demonstrating where another asshole lives. Love you. Blessings your way too, sir. So purity is what's coming in for Lily. Okay. Purity is coming in for Lily. So always trust the purity of your heart. And it's true, right? We need to get clear with what is it that you desire, right? What is it that you desire? What is it that you are moving forward, right? I have no problem distributing messages of love and giving messages from spirit, because spirit gives messages in love. That's how you distinguish the difference between your spirit guides and your ego, because they sound the same, but the ego is going to come in and the ego is going to be concerned with how you look. The ego is going to be concerned with the outcome. The ego is going to be, maybe a bit spicy, but the spirit of you is always loving, right? So when you connect with your inner self, spirit, your higher self, God, that's always coming from a loving space. Same thing with your guides. So you can always tell that that's where the information is coming from. So that purity, lean into your heart. And we've also got solitude coming out for you, Lily. So think of being alone as meaning that you are all one and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet times. So something that you're being opened up to, you need to spend some time in solitude meditating. And that's why the 10 of Earth is in the shadow seer position, right? It's that you need to be doing a bit more spiritual work. You're going to be opening up a gift. That gift is going to be very beautiful for you. You just have to make sure that whatever you're going towards, you're doing it because it's in alignment with you and you love yourself. Okay. It's just in alignment with you. Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks or wants for you. And this is what is in alignment with you. Just align with yourself and go for it. And then watch everything just magically align. Okay. See you in the collective spiritual love. All right. I got a little bit of time for probably 2 more cards before I have to, so are you sitting with your gifts, right? You know that most of your gifts are going to be felt, right? They're going to be felt, and subtly so. Whether you're hearing your spirit guides, right? If you're hearing your spirit guides, it's going to come in, the voice that you hear is going to be your same voice. It's just going to be really quiet, right? It's going to be really quiet. I'm actually going to pull for Jeetle. Actually, Jeetle, for a new subscriber. She's the one that I'm going to pull for. Okay. And magic fairy dust, I'll put you on after that. Okay. So, Jeetal, what does Jeetal need to hear? She's wondering about a relationship, but I just get whatever message that your spirit team gives you. Okay. So you get whatever message you get. I love you, Lily. I can't wait to see what you do. I can't wait to see where everything goes for you. It's very exciting. Alrighty. I'm liking the energy I'm getting for you so far, Jeetal. So we've got the messenger of air in the shadow position. Now, the messenger of air is also known as. Okay. The messenger of air is always talking. TT, love you. The messenger of air is also the knight of swords, right? So air is mental, same as swords are. The knight of air, the knight of swords is typically a very fast moving forward energy. So when we are seeing it in this, it could mean that there's delays, and you could also be the one that's participating or the one that's creating those delays. But what I'm getting it as, it's more of just things aren't finalized behind the scenes for whatever it is that you're manifesting. There's Leo energy coming in with the strength card as number 8, but it's just, this is just telling you, you have the strength to get wherever it is that you're meant to go. This delay is not going to stop whatever's coming. It's coming. There could be some clarity that you need, or just allow yourself to open up to receive the messages that are coming for you. Sometimes they come in different ways, so just be aware to be open to the different ways that you can receive them. Like this is a way you can receive a message. And then finally, the Queen of Earth. The Queen of Earth, she is a leader. She's a self-made parent. She's financially abundant. She's healed, healthy, and whole. She is in grounded, beautiful grounded energy. This is where you're headed. You have the strength to get there. 222. Beautiful. Beautiful. So you are this Queen of Earth. You have the strength to get there. There just may have been a bit of a delay, like I said, because maybe, it's like if you're manifesting your divine partner, maybe they don't got their crap at the level that they need to be on the same page as you. So you're waiting for their stuff, and you're like, why am I waiting? Well, you're waiting for them. You're not waiting for you. So sometimes it's the stuff behind the scenes. It has nothing to do with you. You're not doing anything wrong. You just have to wait. And that waiting, that is patience. And in patience, we show the universe that we trust, no matter how long the wait is, that we know that it's coming. There was a guy that went searching for gold in the ocean, and he firmly believed that it was there. He spent so much money. He borrowed money from so many people. He, was like, he went for, I can't remember. It was like 14 to 18 years, like that he searched for this, like for a long, long time. He ended up finding it. But you know how many people told him that it wasn't coming, right? That it wasn't for him? Like so many told him, and he exhausted all of his opportunities. He ended up getting like millions and millions of dollars from that, like millions of dollars from finding it. And he did find it. He believed in it. He knew it was happening, right? So do you have that faith? Because that knowing that is going to happen is the faith that the universe likes us to have. So when I asked the fairies for their messages, we've got the temptation fairy. We have to be aware that there are certain things that we become addicted to that if, we don't really see as an addiction. So sometimes we can be addicted to our phone, scrolling on social media, but we can also be addicted to relationships or to patterns, to emotions, to the chemicals that are in our body when we're having those, stuff like that, right? Yeah. Yeah, and as long as you're holding that doubt, it never works, that right there, you have limiting beliefs that are holding you to that space, and that discounts your faith. Faith does not have that. Belief might go back and forth. That you sometimes believe that it's going to happen and you sometimes don't believe that it's going to happen. But when we have faith in the outcome, we have complete and utter trust that it is going to happen. And so that faith, I love you. I miss you. As soon as you came in, I was like, hi, it's been so long. You also have the precious time fairy. The precious time, or the fairy of time, wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. So that's a really big um, message there. And sometimes, we do take other people's times, and we take liberty with other people's times, and we have to be aware of that as well, right? So precious time, your time is absolutely precious, so make sure that what you're doing, how you're feeling, where you're expressing your time, that you're doing it in the healthy and the best way possible. You've got the shine from within card as well. So looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. It is time for self-acceptance and revealing your true beauty. I love that. Hi, Queen Bee. Good morning. Good morning. We're at an afternoon here. I'm trying to think. I am going to pull, always listening to you, a card. I'm going to pull you a card. So that's the energy that's coming up for you right now with the cards that I pulled for you. Magic fairy dust. Magic fairy dust, for having the fairy in the name and magic and all of that on the day that I'm doing fairy cards. So there's a message that's coming in for you, fairy, and it's coming in very quickly. No. No. So because it might not work out, because it's not exactly, where gender's irrelevant. Absolutely. You can prefer whatever you want. Your preference has no difference to me or anyone else. Your preference matters to you. If you're a girl and you love a girl, that's your preference. That's your heart that's taking you in that direction. It has nothing to do with me. Nothing. I'm not in your bedroom at night. I'm not in your house during the day. I'm not hanging out with you all the time. What you want is what you want. Right? And same thing, if you are a man and you love a man, or if you identify as something entirely different. We've all been every color, every race, every gender, all of it, right? So, I mean, spiritually, we're beyond all of these labels that we have in the human concept. So it's up to you what you want to like. And again, my opinion shouldn't matter to you. Hi, intuitive, Vasila. All right, so Messenger of Air came out. I had a feeling as soon as I saw you come in, I'm like, watch this hoe bag come in and try to like blank and send messages to everybody, because she's one of those people. She's one of those people that can't build her own audience. She's got to go and hit up people in your audience. Oh, my guides are like, witchy mama. Yeah, not everything is guaranteed, but because you made a plan before you came here. If you have a vision in your mind, if you have a desire, then that's meant to happen for you, and you can make it happen, right? But you have to, there's an element of taking steps forward, right? So magic. So the message that's coming in for you is, we've got the high priestess in the shadow, and the 10 of water in the shadow. So the 10 of water is about emotional fulfillment. Like, it's one big happy family, just in a beautiful, beautiful space. And the high priestess is very intuitive, very psychic. So you're not paying attention to, either you're over emotional or you're suppressing emotions, and you're not connecting to your wisdom. You're not allowing yourself to open up to messages. If we focus on fear, or if we focus on like the future or the past, we're not in the present. So we can't be focused, like we can't be in tuned to allow those messages to come in. While we're sitting there fearing what's going to come for us next, or we're spending our whole time feeling guilty or bad or small, or sad about what happened before, we're just disconnected. So this is asking you just to connect in, to allow yourself to be present in the moment, to allow yourself to validate your emotions and come to terms with the way that you're feeling, and know that the dreams that you're having, that they're speaking to you, that your guides are trying to speak to you, that you're very intuitive and you can feel things in an emotional way. Like your messengers are trying to speak to you through your emotions, but as long as your emotions are all over the place, you can't feel the message that they're trying to send to you. We've got tree wisdom. The tree dyad will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insights and answers through the sounds that it makes. So it may be time for you to spend some time in nature, connecting with the trees, with the spirit guides, and listen to them. Connect in emotionally and see where you're picking up from emotionally. And hope is always there, even if you can't see it. It's about being optimistic. Lost and found and journey came out as well. So what was lost before is going to be found, thanks to the lost and found fairy. If you are missing something, you can always ask St. Anthony to help you find it. The thing that I love to say is, St. Anthony, help me find what can't be found. Or St. Anthony, help me take a look around. St. Anthony, help me find what can't be found. So I do that kind of prayer with it. And there's a journey that's coming. It might be a temporary, like a trip or something like that, but it could be that you're going to move to a new location. Sometimes we get drawn or pulled to go to a specific space, and it's important for us to be there because energetically it's necessary. It's needed in the environment. Hi, Kathy. All time is present, so be in the present. Exactly. Alrighty, so I must have missed something that you said because I got he works, and that was it. Oh, you left me a message. Okay. Alrighty. Thank you. I love the color of it too. It's like heart chakra, but deep emerald forest green almost, actually. Alrighty. Always listening to you. How are you, my love? I missed you. I'm so glad that you're here, Ali. I'm so happy that you're here. It's been a long time. All right, what does always listening to you need to hear? So definitely going through some grieving, but there is new stuff coming in emotionally. There's new beginnings coming in, new relationships. But you are grieving. You are going through a grief of something that you've been experiencing. Allow it to go. Right? We're meant to experience the sensations or experience the emotions and allow them to flow through like energy and motion. We're not supposed to sit there with them. But more times than not, what ends up happening is we don't just feel, we think about it, and we create dialogues and stories, and we have these big, huge, things and stuff like that. Carol just commented on the meditation that I did in the Divine Feminine Healing Collective yesterday, and I can't wait to read the rest of it because I know it's activating. I was like, I saw your message come in. I love that. Yeah, the puffy shoulders. Yeah, that's my style. I'm like a child woman. I embody both of them. Wow. Yeah. I feel it in you, girl. I feel it in you. That was an amazing activation. So I've been looking for so many times about how to call it, and we started saying it was a quantum activation meditation or a channeled activation meditation. So I go between the two of them, but those are what I do. I activate you, and they're so powerful energetically. So yeah, you should. Very cottage. Yes. Alrighty. So, always listening to you. We've got the 5 of water and the messenger of water. So there's definitely new stuff coming in emotionally, but we've got the messenger of earth. The messenger of earth, so the knight of earth, this is about slow movement. But this slow and steady wins the race. But it can feel like there's no movement at all. Like it almost feels like you feel quite stuck right now. But there is this newness coming in. You just have to be willing to let go of all of that old and to come to terms with it. Acceptance is a big thing that's coming out. Temptation is right. Temptation is is number 15, which is the devil, right? Temptation is that there's something that's like, it's almost like an addiction to the emotions or addiction to the grief. Fairy spotting. It's time to go fairy spotting. It's said that seeing is believing, but in fact, the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. So what can you believe in until you see it? Yeah. Yeah. So what can you do to shift your energy, right? And you can connect with me. I don't know if you can, I feel like you could, even if you did it for right now. You're a member of my group, right? Like you signed up on my website, right? Because I feel like you signed up on my website before. I did something on accident. I did something on accident, and I invited everybody into the Mind, Body, Spirit Healthy Collective. So because I did that, you have the ability to join until the end of October. 4444 on the timer there. Our angels and guides are with us, sending us messages right at this time. So if you wanted to go into that Zoom meeting with me and hang out, you at least get a little bit of time for free. Like anybody that signed up was a member of my site before, you can do that. So I go from here, like I'm going to finish your reading and then I'm going to go over to the Mind, Body, Spirit Healthy Collective. So you can join us there. The Zoom link is pinned in the group, which is on the website. So you'd have to sign in on the website and then go to the group. Because you've been like I added you to the group, then you can go in and join the meeting and see what that's all about. So you get to try it out. Everybody that's a member of my site gets to try it out until the end of October. Because like I said, I made that mistake of adding everybody. And then if you want to stay, yeah, you can join. Absolutely, Ashley. Absolutely. Okay. And then once we get to the end of the month, if you want to sync, yep, it should be in the email. Mind, Body, Spirit, Healthy Self. mindbodyspiриthealthyself.com. All one word, right? And so it starts with self, and then we build the collective, right? So anyway, the rest of your reading, I just kept shaking the cards. So hope is always there, even if we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. And then finally, nature's signs. Be receptive to the subtle messages from nature as you go about your day. Nature talks to us continually. We need only open our hearts and minds. Okay. So yeah, if you go to the website, sign up for the website so that you have subscribed to the site. Because once you've put in all of your information, then I can add you to the group or whatever. If you want to stay in it beyond November, in November, the group becomes $13 a month. So I want to tell you something. I work in this area, like in the area of coaching, in the area of people who have group programs. I work with all kinds of these people. So I also have business coaches. I have people in the industry all around. Groups like this. So I'm in that group Monday to Friday, 5 days a week, and there will be more at some point. Saturday is an open meeting that anyone can come and meet. And Sundays, we're going to have Soulful Sundays where we'll do soul showcases or spotlights, a soul spotlight, and stuff like that. So there'll be other stuff that's going to happen at some point. But right now, even you get 5 days a week with me. There is a group that someone showed me on my feed, and it's £13. So someone from the UK would have to convert that money, but I feel like it'd be around the $22 mark, which is what the Mind, Body, Spirit Healthy Collective will be at its final amount. You get 1 2-hour-long group meeting per month. That's the meeting. 1 2-hour meeting for $22 per person subscription, plus whatever content gets put in the group. So know that when you're like, what I'm offering is way above and beyond that. It's way above and beyond that. And, and it's not because I'm out here trying to, I know what society's got going on for it right now, right? I know what society's got got going on for it right now. So if I can make a space affordable for people, affordable so that they can heal, so that they can evolve, so that they can grow, then, that's what I'm going to do. Right. And I'm going to make it affordable for the masses, not just the classes. Okay. So, like other groups, like, I don't even know. You'd spend a lot of money on a group with this amount of connection with me. So anyway, that being said, you've got to open your mind to your the signs that you're receiving, because nature's trying to give you signs, my love. It's just on Zoom. That's all all you do is when you log in, you would load up the pinned post, which is a Zoom meeting, and it would load your Zoom. As long as you have Zoom on your device, you'd be able to follow us. The other part that I always want to be very, very clear about is that, one, you don't have to have your camera on. You don't have to have your mic on. If you want, you can just stay typing in chat. If you want to turn your camera on or put your mic on, by all means do. Whenever I record any content for it, I always tell everybody before I do the recording, and I always pin myself as the primary, and then everyone else can go off camera if they want. So this is a collective. It is a healing collective. We talk about the concepts of mind, body, spirit, healthy self. We talk about raising the vibration of the collective. We talk about spirituality, mysticism. I teach you how to connect with your spiritual team and your guides. And if that's if that's the kind of thing that you're interested in and you want to be a part of, then join us. But as it stands, I am off for today. I'm not sure if I'll do any lives over the weekend on TikTok, but if I do, it'll be a surprise to all of us. So it will be a surprise live. For those of you that aren't ready to join us in the Mind, Body, Spirit Healthy Collective, find us back here on Monday, where you can come and hang out on TikTok for free, or on YouTube, because I broadcast to both channels. I love you. Have a beautiful weekend. Mwah. What do you need some comfort for, Jameson? We're going right now. We're going there right now. So I pulled out the Queen of Fire. So the Queen of Fire for Jameson before I leave. There's some fiery emotions. What are you not paying attention to? You're really going through a tower moment right now. And you may need very much to connect with a Hierophant. This is a spiritual awakening. Right? So what can you do? What small changes can you make to your life right now? Start with your mindset, start with your emotions. What little changes can you make in that way that will improve your life? And beyond that, if you want, come back on Monday and we can talk about more, and maybe I'll pull you for an entire reading. Or you can go to my website. I offer full readings that are half-hour long with all the cards that I can pull in that half an hour to give you clarity. But I also do hour-long spiritual readings. So we do cards, but I check in with my spiritual team. I'll channel any messages, past lives, stuff like that. Yeah. So it's okay. Redirection is God's protection. Not everything is actually meant for us. And it's okay when we let go of the things that aren't meant for us. That gives us the opportunity to open up the door for the things that are. So just allow that person to walk out that door and know that that's good. That's good. It's not meant for you. Bye. Have a wonderful life. Love you. Bye. Right? We just leave that and then allow yourself to do the healing. Because if we don't heal what was, within that relationship dynamic, then we're going to take it into the next relationship. So take that opportunity to work on that. Okay? Love you. Have a beautiful weekend. Love you guys. See you in the Mind, Body, Spirit Healthy Collective right now. See you there, Simon.